LaColisay is rocking. And it's Ryan O'Reilly and Braden Point to get this one started. If the volume's too loud, I'm going to change that in a minute. But we already have a penalty.
Well, an early penalty here is going to put them in a vulnerable spot, James. They got to figure out a way to kill it off and gain some momentum.
Where'd you get that fact from? Like, I feel like I remember seeing that at one point, but... Well, 6 seconds into the game, the Nordiques are shorthanded. Our penalty problems persist. Romanov sent it out to Kessel. It wasn't exactly my intent. Kessel will see that puck go down all the way. Shattenkirk. I just saw him in Red Wings franchise, but not with the Lightning. Romanov couldn't clear. Sam Girard will be able to, or at least get it up to Romanov. Wasn't exactly the intent. Gonna try and center to Taves. Couldn't get it home. Shattenkirk on Girard. Back to Kucherov. That shot got in on Spencer Knight. Shattenkirk down low. Kucherov on the backhand. Saved by Knight, and he will freeze. Oh, no. Kane saw a cab driver on the ice and attacked him. It's fair. It's fair. No notes. Lindstrom falls down. Shattenkirk. That's poked away. Gustav Lindstrom may be away. Gonna try and center O'Reilly. Intercepted by Hagel. Hagel knocked down by Brendan Dillon. Sorelli is all alone. Gustav Lindstrom with a good stick. That got loose in front. Sorelli with it. And another save by Spencer Knight. There's that hit by Brendan Dillon. I told you. Use that body checking. Now that we've slightly figured it out. Monahan and Stamkos. One by Monahan. Lindstrom will send it around the boards to Brendan Dillon. Slaps it down off the ass of Ryan O'Reilly. Out to center. Here comes Braden Point for Tampa Bay. Brendan Dillon with a good net battle. He fans on the clearance attempt. And we have a second Quebec penalty. So it'll be 5-on-3 for 33 seconds, and Brendan Dillon's going to the box for interference. Well then. That is unfortunate. We've had penalty problems this whole series. And it's happening early. Taves and Sorelli. Taves wins the face-off. Tried to be sent down by Girard. Sorelli in front. Paul, the shot. A good pad save by Spencer Knight. Hedman, shot, scores. Paul. You can't go down 5-on-3 this early in the game and not expect to be down a goal. Tried to fight through it. I don't think a single penalty was of my doing. So that's really unfortunate. The AI penalties have just been something else all throughout this postseason run. Oshie can't win the face-off with Sorelli. Hagel. Sorelli. Deking. Saved by Knight. I really shouldn't have played that. Luckily enough, we were able to freeze it on the second attempt. Oshie and Sorelli again. Tampa still in the power play for 1 minute and 40 seconds. Did not kill off the 5-on-3. That would have been nice, as Oshie sends it out to center. Glove down by Shattenkirk. Kapanen knocked down hard. Kapanen could not win it. Good pass by Kapanen up to TJ Oshie. Oshie closed in on. I want to check out on something. I don't remember what I want to be sure the difficulty's on Pro while we're doing this, and it is good. I got heat-seeking missiled on a hit, and I was really concerned for a second. Paul on Kalen Addison. Addison with a good skating away. He'll send it down.
And the puck clears the zone.
Longtime Lightning defenseman Victor Hedman went back to retrieve that. Now Ken Shattenkirk stepped up on by Kalen Addison, but it's Nick Paul, a one-timer and a glove save by Spencer Knight.
Power play set to roll on as the centers get ready for the face-off.
I'm amazed there's even a Nordique on the top 10 hits list. One by Taves. Romanov sends it down. Didn't mean to have that knocked down by Phil Kessel. He gets knocked down. With the puck in past the end line. Here comes Braden Point. Poke checked away. Here comes Romanov. Still with the puck. Gonna wait. Tried to feed to Kessel. Romanov skated over it as he had an opportunity. Here comes Nikita Kucherov. Kucherov to Point. Good stick by Romanov. Off the boards and all the way down the ice. Taves might have a shot at this. Not quite. Steven Stamkos up on a tired Romanov. Girard sends it to center. Taves picks it up, but he's tired. Just going to try and take this shot on net. If anything, inflate the stats. Sergachev stepped up on by O'Reilly. Kucherov touches, and that's offside. Quebec back to full strength, really for the first time in this game. 4 minutes in. A dead tired Taves on the faceoff dot with Braden Point. Owen Tippett will play to Gustav Lindstrom. Tried to slip it along to Lafreniere, or rather Toffoli wasn't able to do it. Toffoli takes that away. Tippett, now a long stretch pass to Jonathan Taves. He's knocked down. Sam Girard just stopped at the blue line. Taves, slow to get up. Hedman, back pass to Kucherov. Hedman turning, firing. Toffoli with the puck. It's out of the zone, picked up by Cernak. That's off a stick. Girard will send it around the boards. Picked up by Gustav Lindstrom. Now Taves, Tippett, over to Tyler Toffoli, one of the freshest skaters on the ice. Tyler Toffoli cutting in, gonna take the shot, a blocker save. Tippett, Kalen Addison. Tippett, back to the point, Brendan Dillon. That's a bad pass as it's picked up by Esimont. Tipped around a few times, Esimont's still with it. Comes Kepke. Poke checked away by Kalen Addison. Tyler Toffoli gonna streak up the middle, unable to get there. Lafreniere, we got a skater down on the ice. Lafreniere, Kalen Addison, that shot's blocked. Zach Bogosian up to Esimont. Kalen Addison missed him on the hit. A fresh Brendan Dillon out there on the ice with a long stretch pass to Patrick Kane. Intercepted by Hayden Fleury. Brendan Dillon knocked down. Here comes the goal scorer, Nick Paul. Sorelli with a shot. Kalen Addison off the rebound. Patrick Kane. Kane is in. Payne! What did I just say? Patrick Kane moved in and scored. Nordiques tie the game. Kane's second of the playoffs. That's why, despite my IRL disdain for Patrick Kane, the talent was just too much to not have him on this team in our first year. That's a point for Kalen Addison, his 7th of this playoff run, as we try to sweep our second straight opponent here in these Stanley Cup playoffs. Bogosian stepped up on by Pacioretty, a weird pass by Brendan Dillon. Tampa still with it. Back to the point, Hayden Fleury. TJ Oshie forces it out past the red line. Paul around. Stamkos shot. That hits somebody in front. Played in front. And Spencer Knight will hold on. A little bit of a messy situation after the Patrick Kane goal. Middlestat and Robert. One by Middlestat. Defenseman Jake Bean with a long pass to Max Pacioretty. Couldn't sneak the puck around Ken Shattenkirk. Sergachev with a pass that got intercepted by Pacioretty. Jake Bean as Oshie sends it in deep. Sergachev. Deked a hit, I guess, from Pacioretty. Fortier, poke checked away. Oshie with it now. TJ Oshie is around, gonna try and pass. That was a stupid decision to pass. Should have taken the shot. Danny DeKeyser, I think, is still playing wing. Comes Fortier, intercepted by Romanov. Kasperi Kapanen is around the defense, gonna try the pass. Loose in front as Sean Monahan had an opportunity to score. And now one-on-one, Robert, or Robert, I'm not really sure which one, or what it is. Kapanen, he's knocked down. Cluster, as the Nordique player, was still down on the ice. Captain Ryan O'Reilly will slip up to Patrick Kane. He's got 1 goal already in this game around the edge. Patrick Kane shot scores! Kapanen on the rebound! Nordiques lead by 1. By the way, I don't think I ever had updated my Twitch title. I think we're still on MLB The Show 23. Unprofessional streamer. There we go. Let's go. Rockies. Quebec Nordiques. NHL. There we go. Unprofessional streamer. Anyway. Kasperi Kapanen scores his 6th of the playoffs. As Kane skated that in deep, Vasilevsky had an exorcism.
To a safe spot.
Quebec's taken a 1-goal lead here in this opening stance, and
for real though, what happened to Vasilevsky here? I actually want to go back and take another look at this, because this was he had a time here as Kane ran into him. Actually, it wasn't even before that. So he's down on the ice. His stick is in the net. So then all of a sudden he starts to levitate. Oh no. Oh no. Vasilevsky has looked better. He's looked better, and then all of a sudden it's just over. But good job there by the Nordiques. Up 2-1. Still 6:46 to go in this first period. It's lasted forever. O'Reilly in point. Won by Ryan O'Reilly. Played to Sam Girard. Kane will send it in deep. Lafreniere couldn't handle a rocket. Lightning are back. Kane swooping in. Couldn't corral it. Won by Braden Point. Loose in front. Oh, that's off the goalpost. And tipped away by Spencer Knight. Patrick Kane still with it. Tried to center to O'Reilly. I think that hit a skate. O'Reilly to the point. Lidstrom knocked away. Gustav Lindstrom turns, re-enters the zone. Gustav Lindstrom stumbled, poke checked away by the great defenseman Victor Hedman. Big hit Tyler Toffoli, and now it's in deep. O'Reilly and Cernak, even though that says Toffoli. So Cernak. And it should be Toffoli that goes to the box. And it is. I mean, no penalty on the hit, so I always hate those when we're forced to have somebody leave the ice just because Tampa got their fucking panties in a bunch. Face-off won by Middlestad. Kalen Addison looking for a lane shot. Rebound! Middlestad had a chance short side. Girard could not dispossess Paul. Braden Point had a free chance on goal. Girard will slip for Kalen Addison. Max Pacioretty down the wing. Gonna center. Addison shot. That's blocked. Middlestad finds Girard. Slap shot, turned aside. Middlestad with a chance on the rebound in front. Hedman up to point. Some good defense from Kalen Addison to slow down Braden Point. That puck's dumped in. Sam Girard will send it around the boards. Cross ice feed. Kalen Addison apparently just was uninterested in that. And that is going to be a bizarre icing. Charged against Quebec. Yeah, and the roughing is always so interesting. Because Toffoli had no interest in fighting. I never hit the button. Hedman, that's poke checked away by Patrick Kane to center. Kane takes it away. He's hit. Cernak with some positioning. Rebound handled by Addison till he was checked. Patrick Kane catches Hedman flat-footed. Drops it back. Pacioretty and a glove save by Shalevsky. Yeah, but it's just like a little collar and elbow tie-up, essentially, and that's the penalty. It happens after every fucking play. Taves can't win it. Kepke, center, Barry-Boulette. Toffoli hauled down. We'll have another penalty upcoming. Toffoli knocked down. Kepke will touch up. And the Nordiques will head to their first power play, and it may be 4-on-3. Barry-Boulette tripping with under a minute to go in period number 1. And just as we've noticed this entire NHL 24 release so far, the penalties just in your offensive zone, it just seems like there's so many of them. Oh, I didn't realize that was picked up by Monahan. Monahan tripped over the goal. And Tampa with it now. Cirelli, shot. Still with it, Tampa Bay. Bean will outlet to Kalen Addison. Addison to Monahan. Monahan going to try and find Taves. Intercepted by Bogosian. And sent out. Slipped ahead. Monahan enters the zone now. Going to send it around the boards. 7 seconds. Gonna try and pass. Probably a mistake. Tampa with it. They clear. And that'll be the end of the first period. But after falling down 1-0 and being shorthanded 5-on-3, a 2-1 lead after one period is quite the win. Pretty much got outplayed that entire first period. Our scoring chances were perhaps a little bit better when they did show up. Only 10 shots, 17 for Tampa Bay. That is probably the closest time on attack has been in any game I played in any franchise mode so far in NHL 24. Tampa really felt like they were threatening that entire time, but Spencer Knight's good, so thank God for that. 6 penalty minutes for the Nordiques there in that first period, 4 for Tampa Bay. 3 minutes and 27 seconds on the power play for Tampa, and they could only muster 1 goal. Despite being up 5-on-3, man. I thought, oh boy, here we go again, and then the penalties really kind of died down. It was, I want to say game 3, the last game we played, where the penalties were just fucking insane. And it was like the entire, 10 minutes of the period we were shorthanded. 10 minutes of the third period, and we still hung on to win that game. Face-offs are somehow tied. Certainly didn't feel like it. A win away from the Eastern Conference Final. All right. EA Sports. It's in the game. Ryan O'Reilly and Cirelli on the dot. Won by O'Reilly. Pacioretty. Gonna send it in deep. Patrick Kane in there. Turning. Looking for some help. Pacioretty. Gonna take the shot. Looking for the tip. Did not get tipped. On its way to Vasilevsky.
O'Reilly's looking to win this draw on this man advantage here.
A minute remaining on the Quebec power play. Won by O'Reilly. Slap shot, Pacioretty. That missed the net. Toffoli picks it up. Finds Sam Girard. Wrist shot. Turned aside. Pacioretty will pick it up. Looking. O'Reilly. Kane on the backhand. Snatched out of the air by Andrei Vasilevsky. This remains a one-goal game. A flurry of shots here for Quebec. Full pressure. The quick drop. We had no chance. Sergachev can't get it out. A bad pass. Look at this. O'Reilly with a tip in front. That should have been won by Toffoli. Out to center. Apparently Sam Girard wanted to clear that the rest of the way down. Not sure what that hit. On its way up the boards. Ryan O'Reilly is checked into the bench. May have been a penalty. Yes, it is. Referee's arm is up. Stamkos turns. Bogosian. Not touched up by Kane. Touched up by Pacioretty. And we go 4-on-4 for 6 seconds. Just a stick lift that went wrong. As Kane goes to the box.
I mean, this is a deserved penalty. Everyone saw it.
Probably would have been better off with a poke, but Lord knows the penalties are just fucking random, so went for the poke, probably would have gotten a trip.
But you have to make sure that you're aware as well. There's more ice out there for your
O'Reilly can't win it. Shattenkirk. Far side Sergachev. Center to Shattenkirk. Glove saves Spencer Knight. O'Reilly will send it down. I just wish I could clear the puck like a normal fucking person and not have it go 5 feet. O'Reilly working on Hedman. At the very least, just killing time. Victor Hedman up on Kalen Addison. Turning. Trying to fire in there. Spencer Knight, just hold on, please. Thank you. Taves and Stamkos. 91 versus 19. Taves gets in deep there. And Taves will send it the length of the ice. Phil Kessel, if we can switch to him, might have a shot at this. Kessel with a shot on Vasilevsky. Couldn't corral the bouncing puck. Good bounce pass to Kucherov. Braden Point moving in. Saved by Knight. It's still loose. Lindstrom, Stamkos. Lightning swarming. And Spencer Knight going to have to hold on to that. A lot of pressure there for Tampa in transition. This will slow them down a bit. I really got to edit my power play lines, or penalty kill lines, because TJ Oshie playing center is not what I want. Sergachev, hang on Knight, and he does. Brendan Dillon climbs the playoff leaders in hits. Quick drop, we're fucked. Sergachev finds Kepke. That's blocked by Oshie. A save by Knight. Paul in the corner to Robert. Down low, Kepke. Shot, save. Kapanen can't get it down. Robert, I've said his name like 3 different ways. Shot and a save by Spencer Knight. How about that? Jake Bean gets it out just over the blue line. Spencer Knight standing on his head. Kind of glitched out there, I think, for a second with that stick in the air, but oh well. I don't think the stick really mattered, so it was just some weird visually. Taves and Cirelli. Tampa with a slight edge in face-offs. Slapped down by Girard. 25 seconds remaining on the Tampa Bay man advantage. I'm not really sure what Sam Girard was doing there. He bit up on something.
Decides to think about it.
Girard slaps it down off of a Tampa Bay player and on net.
This penalty as they get the puck.
Played to Sergachev. 7 seconds remaining on the Tampa Bay power play. Fortier with a back pass. That was to Taves.
No mistake on the clear, James. Hard and heavy.
We really missed out on an opportunity there. Kane will play it around the boards to Phil Kessel. Tried to play it up. Gonna try and center. O'Reilly. Shot that got blocked on its way to Andrei Vasilevsky.
That save.
Well. Uh-oh. Taves got rocked. We might have a problem there. Nope. Not to the locker room.
It's 2-1.
Taves remains all right. O'Reilly with a tie-up win. Kane, Lafreniere. Shot turned aside by Vasilevsky. Go! Trying to go to the other side. I think that was O'Reilly we were looking for. Didn't get there. Sorelli waiting for some help. Centers. Paul scores. Nick Paul's got 2 for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And this game is tied.
Well, that puck is on and off his stick in a hurry, and it needs to be from that low zone slot area. James just beats the goaltender because it gets off his stick so fast.
The Bolts have evened things in period number 2. We got
Well,
ourselves
all right.
a game.
Yeah, you love these games
So the
back and forth, and they've worked hard to get
mission apparently is to stop Nick Paul. Quick drop.
O'Reilly's quick stick lands in the
Lafreniere. Tampa's just crowding us. Kane gonna switch to the other side. He enters the zone. Back pass to Brendan Dillon. Trying to wrap around. Down low to Kane. Over to Kalen Addison with a shot. Turned aside. Picked up by Ryan O'Reilly.
Vasilevsky's got great
Brendan Dillon with a shot blocked by Barry Boulette. And he may be gone. Thankfully, a slew of Nordiques back there to close them all out. Kalen Addison knocked down by Cernak.
moving the puck through his own zone.
Hedman over to Kepke.
On the wall. Moves it to Burke.
Barry Boulette.
Quebec's got control of it now.
Romanov. Didn't mean for that to go off the boards. As we turned it over to Nick Paul. Max Pacioretty maybe around the edge. Gonna try and center. We find Romanov with a shot. That missed the net. Esimont now for Tampa Bay. Up to Nikita Kucherov. Good play by Taves. Jake Bean up the wing. Owen Tippett. It's loose. Still loose. Tampa with it. It's out in front. It has to be saved by Knight. That could have been a disaster.
More than half the period left to play. It's all tied up.
Taves and point again. Near the halfway point of this period.
After winning the draw.
That's blocked in front. Won by Tampa. Oh, what a save by Knight.
With a stick save by the goal.
Played around by Toffoli.
That shot came quick.
Up the boards. Taves. Back pass to Romanov, who just kind of froze. Tippett will have to play it around the boards to Jake Bean. Finding Taves, but not in stride. And also really tired as we have a stoppage in play as the glass breaks.
And it even broke a pane of glass. There's going to be a stoppage in play here. Taves is on the receiving end of a huge hit. You got to keep your head up and be aware of where the traffic is. Otherwise, that's what happens.
Taves to the bench. Not the locker room.
Teams are ready for the draw. The linesman about to drop the puck.
Monahan and Robert. Won by Monahan. Lindstrom with a shot. It's up in the air. Kapanen couldn't find it. Picked up by Cernak. Now Hedman. Up the boards to Danny DeKaiser. Won by the Nordiques. Girard. Girard moving in. Oh, it's one hell of a chance from a defenseman.
Heads up play.
Lindstrom into the zone. Tried to send that around the boards. It was tipped by Kessel. Now DeKaiser.
Quebec
Lindstrom sends it up the boards. Monahan couldn't avoid the hit.
hit on the play, and that knocks the puck off his stick.
The apparent converted winger, Danny DeKeyser. Up the boards with it. Kapanen tried to slip it ahead to O'Reilly. That's tipped up wide. Sergachev beats O'Reilly to the puck. DeKeyser. Long stretch pass to Koepke. Koepke moving in, scores! Wow, what a shot. Tampa Bay takes a 3-2 lead.
And now it's about building off of that. Good shift management, dictating pace, controlling the offensive zone. Everything now, it's on the
Brendan Dillon bearing down
We get to the shot off the most coveted area on the ice, right in front of the paint.
and just scoops that
Set up and puts it home.
to the far post. Rutrow is right. The difficulty adjustment is real. Tampa Bay finally playing like Tampa Bay. But that's what we want. We don't want easy championships here. We want to have to work for these. Sergachev to Koepke. Rocked by Kane. Brendan Dillon. I mean, there's just somebody on every skater we have. Kane will send it around. It's knocked down by Lafreniere. Looking in front for Kane. Couldn't find him. Koepke up to Barry-Boulette. Missed the hit by Brendan Dillon. Essimont skating up for Tampa Bay. Koepke, shot, Knight, it's loose. On the stick of Brendan Dillon. And out come the Nordiques. Lafreniere, and it's an easy glove save for Vasilevsky. 5:59 to go, second period. Just wish EA could figure their shit out and have the helmet I selected for Spencer Knight actually appear in game. Middlestat tied up with point. Bogosian, that's kept in by Romanov. Nordiques have it. That wasn't exactly where I wanted that puck. Paul, I think it was Oshie bearing in on him. Paul knocked down. Pacioretty. Now Jake Bean. Middlestat is around. He's got Oshie with him. Trying to find Oshie, scores! Tied up again. Nordiques weren't down in this game for very long with TJ Oshie's second of the playoffs. Nice cross-crease pass from Casey Middlestat. Just snuck behind the skate of Hayden Fleury. And Vasilevsky needs an exorcism once again. Taves in point. Won by point. Hayden Fleury. Struggled with by Paul. Tyler Toffoli around the edge for now. Taves, I just, when these guys get pressure, it's just like, I don't know why they're stopping. Won by Toffoli off a stick lift. Sent in deep by Jake Bean. Toffoli, or rather Owen Tippett, doesn't have any help. Sent back. Girard, that's blocked. Girard, another chance! That's blocked in front. Hayden Fleury, turning. The AI stupid, just looking for a lane. Paul, poke checked away. Girard, outlets to Owen Tippett. Owen Tippett gonna try and cross. Toffoli had it on his stick in front, couldn't bury it. Danny DeKeyser. Here comes Fortier. Fortier, I think he either fanned on it or got poke checked, as it just rolls in easily to Spencer Knight. 3-3 tie, under 2 to play, second period. Another quick drop. Hedman, shot, that's tipped in front. Outlet to Phil Kessel. He's being closed in on by Victor Hedman. Kessel will skate around. Tries to find Kapanen on the tip. Wasn't able to do so. Fortier. Knocked down hard. Kalen Addison with it now. Wasn't able to get that on the kick to himself. Penalty coming up on Tampa Bay. I'm not really sure what happened here as Dillon touches up. Cross-checking on Ryan O'Reilly. Well, that
Momentum and killing the penalty.
you may call unfortunate. Well, unless Tampa can score here in 10 seconds, they will have a carryover power play to start period number 3. Oshie and Stamkos. I feel like I just want to tie up. That works. Sent down by Lindstrom. That should eliminate any threat here on the period. Really, that should be interference. But that is the end of the period. Tied at 3.
Period number 2 to a close. Hey, listen, we've got lots more in store here on this broadcast, so don't even think about going anywhere.
Oshie scores, but the Lightning score 2. I mean, it's just apparent who the better team on the ice is. We just have had enough decent chances in random spurts to be tied in this game. So if we lose this game, I mean, it's entirely valid. We did have the puck more that period, in part due to the fact that there was... Actually, was there not a Tampa Bay penalty? There wasn't. Well, the 4-on-4, that helped.
Fans are buzzing. Teams are gliding into position here for the start of the third.
Third period underway.
The opening face-off and their
Kucherov intercepted by Taves. Romanov will play it smart. Back to Girard.
got the puck in the defensive end.
Bad pass on its way to Romanov. Stamkos hit by Romanov. Taves is around Hedman. Jonathan Taves can't find his way in. Tried to go back to the point Romanov. Didn't work, and that's going to be a penalty to Phil Kessel. Why would I try and use the stick? Silly me. I don't know why O'Reilly's going to the box. He was already in there. Phil Kessel's the one that took the penalty here. It's just like, it's weird that the stick just locks onto the skates. Lock onto the puck. Long 5-on-3 for Tampa. One by Monahan. Try and kill as much time as we can here. Or we send it down. Shattenkirk to Hedman, Fortier to Cirelli. Fortier, now Hedman. One-timer and a save. Lindstrom got it as far as Monahan. I don't know why I was trying to step up on that. That seemed rather silly. Fortier poke checked away. Monahan got stuck on Fortier. We have another penalty? Slashing on Brendan Dillon. And now Phil Kessel's walking into the box. What? Where was the slash? Where did it happen? Where's Brendan Dillon on the ice? So somewhere in here. Yeah, I don't know. The stick phasing through Cirelli's torso. Apparently that's a slash just because when he phased through his fucking waist, then his stick popped up. I don't know. It's fucking animation-based bullshit. Well, this is a problem. Taves can't win it. Robert, centered, scores. The game said Tampa was going ahead in this one. I committed one of these penalties.
Well, no one has time to react to the clean face-off win. No one, including the goaltender, as this one is just ripped as a one-timer and beats the goaltender clean.
The Bolts needed that in a big way. They now have the lead here in this third period.
It's been a back-and-forth game. It's really been neck and
Point
neck,
for
and
Sergachev. We're still down 5-on-3, however.
Continuing to press and really try to smother
This game could really get away from us really quickly. Point shot scores. Well, it only took 3 straight penalties for Tampa to fire up their offense. Because it's October 31st. That's a good answer. Romanov sends it into the bench, of course. They actually controlled the puck, and it's into the bench, of course. Well, unless the Nordiques can get hot. This is heading to a game 5. Stamkos and Taves, won by Taves. Romanov will slap it down. This could be won by Phil Kessel. Kessel moving in. Oh, Vasilevsky as Kessel was closed in on. Stamkos hit hard by Sam Girard. Romanov undercut that. Kessel down to Vasilevsky. Nikita Kucherov tried to deke at center. Kessel will send it deep. Jonathan Taves moving in. Good stick lift. For once, not a penalty. But Stamkos and the Lightning remain with it. Point broken up by Romanov. Oh, poke checked away by Knight. One-timer. Knight struggled with it. It's in behind. One-timer to Point. 53 seconds still remaining on the Tampa Bay power play. Robert with, oh, what do you know, a perfect bounce pass to Nikita Kucherov. Lindstrom sends it down. Vasilevsky plays it again. Cannot be picked up. Not sure why I've got a defenseman crowding in. Kucherov and another penalty. I was just holding the skill stick. I wasn't even moving it around. The presence of my stick had Nikita Kucherov die. The Colisee don't like it. 5-on-3 again. Tie up. Lindstrom sent to the blue line. Kepke, Sorelli. Tampa remains with it. Hedman, Kepke, cluster. Still with it. Tampa, Hedman. Shot tipped over the net. Picked up by Monahan. Kicked around the boards. Romanov sends it down. Man back. Still shorthanded for another minute and 30 seconds. We need to hold them right where they're at. Jake Bean sends it to Toffoli. Bouncer to Vasilevsky. Dangerous play there. Paul makes his way around Jake Bean. Paul centers, shot. Oshie overskates. Sorelli. Paul. Now Kasperi Kapanen. Moving in. That's not who I wanted to pass to. Actually had a shorthanded chance there. Nick Paul. Sorelli. Dispossessed by Oshie. Sent down. 39 seconds to go shorthanded. Big hit, Brendan Dillon. Jake Bean. Why would you knock that down if you're Jonathan? Okay. I say, why would you knock that down if you're Jonathan Taves? Well, then he gets tripped by Kepke. So Tampa commits a penalty for once. Breaks a streak of like 6 straight. So it's 4-on-4 for a short period. And then 5-on-4 for the majority of a power play. Kucherov for Tampa. Finding Stamkos. Back to Kucherov. Shot and a save by Knight. Played to Girard. Slipped up to Kane. Kane will wait. Around the net. Patrick Kane fires backhand and a save by Vasilevsky. Yeah, they did have to call that. We've taken a lot of penalties in a row. It's now 5-on-3 or 5-on-4. Cannot be won by Middlestad. Cernak sent out to center. Stick down by Monahan. Monahan gonna try and center. Where did that puck go? Middlestad with a stick lift. It somehow squirted free. Bogosian to Fortier. Cleared over the head of Pacioretty. Corralled and a bad pass from Pacioretty. And down to the Nordiques end.
Another face-off looming here on this power play.
Middlestad at center again against Stamkos. Could not be won by Middlestad.
Ozone face-off, James. Critical time to gain possession with that clean win, and with a tired group, they get that
Pacioretty.
and a real opportunity on net.
Max Pacioretty. Gonna try and center Monahan. Pacioretty has it. Behind the net. Gonna try and cross crease. Still loose. Vasilevsky keeps it out. I like trying to do something with the puck in close. Never know what stick it can find its way onto. O'Reilly and Stamkos now. Won by O'Reilly. Kalen Addison just immediately closed in on to Foley. They are just all over everybody. Oh, what do you know? Stamkos comes away with it. Down the wing. Stamkos shot. Saved by Knight. Picked up by Ryan O'Reilly. Just poke checked away. O'Reilly! Ho-ho! Power play will end, and Stamkos with a takeaway. Oh, what do you know? A perfect stretch pass to Koepke. O'Reilly. Can I just pass where I'm actually fucking trying to pass to? Please? Fucking pressing down on the stick, and all the puck's going up the goddamn ice. Quick drop. We got no shot. Koepke. It should have been won by Kalen Addison. Wasn't. Esimont. Kane around the boards to O'Reilly. Oh, what do you know? Perfect pass to a guy at the center of the ice. To Foley. Can you fucking just corral it? Patrick Kane. Nobody to pass to. Jake Bean. Shot. Save. Vasilevsky. Nordiques up against it here, halfway through the third.
Still a lot of time left in the period as we approach the midway mark. No shortage of offense on display tonight on the ice.
It's just, you can tell is when the animation happens. Big hit by Girard. Puck is picked up. Sam Girard gonna try and pass. It's loose in front. Kane with a shot. O'Reilly tried to find Girard. He just stopped skating. Paul clobbered to the boards. Lindstrom around. Pacioretty to Kane. I don't know how that's not won by Kane. Gustav Lindstrom. The defenseman. Dropped it back. Pacioretty scores! Nordiques are not done yet. It's a one-goal game. Off the post and in for Max Pacioretty, his fourth goal of the playoffs. Oh, fuck it, finally. We had gone a long time without a goal. And leave it to Gustav Lindstrom, the defenseman, getting up on the rush to make that play. Middlestad and point. I don't like my odds. Oh, he actually won the faceoff. Slipped up to Oshie. TJ Oshie scored a goal in this game. Gonna cross crease. Pacioretty scores! This game is tied. Max Pacioretty make it his 5th goal of the playoffs, 2nd tonight, and 2nd in really quick order.
James, this is just an absolute clinic in body position, how to roll off your coverage, and it's perfectly executed as he doesn't have much time to get the one-timer off, but he gets his stick available.
It was a must-have, a no-doubt must-have. The same line still out here. This time won by Braden Point. Brendan Dillon will send to Kalen Addison. Now back to Dillon. Sent in. Middlestat moving in. Oh, good poke check by Vasilevsky. Nick Paul. He's got 2 tonight. He stops as soon as I switch to Brendan Dillon. What do you know? Robert. Middlestat had it. Oh, boy. This Tampa team is just dangerous. Just all the time. Cernak to Hedman. 7:20 to go in the period. Hit by Brendan Dillon. Capping it around. What? Why is Danny DeKaiser just being a menace down low? Kapanen slips up to Monahan. Back to Phil Kessel, firing. Hit a stick in front. Romanov, shot. Vasilevsky had trouble with it. And the save is made. It is a 5-5 game with 5:55 to go. How about that? Taves and Esimont. Won by Taves. Romanov finding Owen Tippett, trying to find a lane and out of play. Do it again. Could not be won by Taves. Mikhail Sergachev clobbered by Jake Bean, but could not be corralled by Romanov. A good poke check, but I couldn't corral that for some reason. Oh, wow, what a pass to Owen Tippett. Owen Tippett is around the defense. Owen Tippett on the backhand. Had Toffoli with him, looking for a rebound that never came. O'Reilly tied up. Lafreniere. Alexei Lafreniere been pretty quiet in this game. Has some space now. The shot. O'Reilly. Esimont poke checked away. Nordiques had pressure. Got a game on our hands late here in the 3rd period. Shattenkirk to Barry-Boulet. Puck down into the Tampa Bay zone. Point. Poke checked away by Romanov, and it's a tripping call.
This is not the way they wanted the game to go. Just undisciplined, taking a ton of penalties. They'll have to reset and refocus if they want to find a way to get on top.
Tampa Bay special teams have another big opportunity to deliver here.
Even though the power play has just been average tonight, at a critical point like this, your stars, your big players...
Knocked away. Girard up with it. Sam Girard. Gonna try and center. Couldn't find anybody. Girard's got to get back. Nikita Kucherov. Quick shot is blocked by Lindstrom. Girard will send it deep. That hit the stanchion weird or something down there. It's Gustav Lindstrom lays into him. Girard, Stamkos, that was dangerous as Kessel sends it down. Quebec will be back to full strength. A little under a minute remaining. Assuming we don't allow a goal here. Braden Point.
This was a huge opportunity that they took advantage of, James. They were urgent on
This Tampa Bay team is too talented to make mistakes like that. But I don't even know what happened here. That hit a stick and the puck just kept going with Braden Point. It's like he was never phased. Like he just made a deke and just kept on going. 13th playoff point for Braden Point. 2 minutes to go. One by Middlestad. Slipped up to Oshie. Gonna try and center. Paul with it for Tampa Bay. Braden Point checked by Kalen Addison. Oshie will send it around the boards. Dylan will outlet to Max Pacioretty. He's poke checked. Kalen Addison just clobbered. You really feel like you're playing Tampa Bay here, which is good. Sorelli hit hard by Addison. How do we just immediately have fucking less than a minute to go? Pacioretty, I just tried to fucking turn around. Jesus Christ. What does it take? I don't understand how. 9 seconds. Got time for one final rush. Jake Bean overskated. One-timer in front to Spencer Knight with 3.4 seconds to go. It's like we had time and all of a sudden the time's gone. Tampa is going to stay alive. 3.4 seconds to go. We're tied up. Unless Romanov can get that shot in from his own end. We will see you tomorrow night.